93.9 The Mountain, the classic rock station. Eddie Miller, it is a pleasure to visit with Weird Al Yankovic on the phone right now. Hi, Weird Al.
Hey, Eddie, how you doing?
Doing great, man. We are so excited that you're going to be in Flagstaff tonight for the show at the Pepsi Amphitheater at Fort Tuthill Park.
I am too.
You are my hero. I have the Weird Al show on DVD at home. UHF, one of my favorite movies, along with Rawls Wild Kingdom and the Flying Poodles, and my favorite parody of yours, another one, Rides the Bus. Pleasure to have you on the line with me.
That's so weird. I have your picture up by my bed. I've got your poster on the wall. I've got my Eddie Miller blow-up doll right here. It's crazy.
No, that's scary there. Listen, I went on to, as I always do, I do a lot of research, even on the people that I have a lot of knowledge about, including yourself. I went to Wikipedia this time, and man, it just started printing out page after page after page of things about you. I have 23 pages of information on Weird Al Yankovic.
I've done a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you did. They got you listed here for.
Wikipedia's crazy.
Now I got to ask you about this, though. This is kind of interesting. On the occupations, okay, on page 1, I don't know if you ever noticed this. It has record producer, satirist, parodist, singer-songwriter, musician, director, producer, actor, and there's no mention of DJ there anywhere. Why is that?
I guess they're only listing my good occupations. Oh!
Or the ones that, you mean the ones that perhaps that you actually
I guess
work?
Wikipedia can't list everything. Yeah, I haven't been a DJ since I was in college, though, so that's going back a ways.
Man, what a career you have had. I mean, this is, like I say, this is just incredible that you're coming to little old Flagstaff here. You sold more than 12 million albums, recorded more than 150 parody and original songs, and you performed more than 1,000 live shows. Tell me a little bit about your live shows, I guess, is where we could start this off.
Well, for people that haven't had the Weird Al live experience, and frankly, I feel sorry for those people. It's basically a high-energy rock show. I'm on stage with the same band that I've had since my very first album. There's a lot of costume changes and film clips and a lot of production value. It's very theatrical. It's a good time. It's a fun show, and I basically try to give people their money's worth. Going
back in your career, the Dr. Demento connection, I mean, I was reading a lot about that, and I was familiar with that. Tell everybody about your, back in the early days when you were in college and you were starting to get to this point where you became Weird Al.
Well, it actually started even when I was in high school, back centuries ago, back before the days of YouTube. Dr. Demento had a radio show where he played all sorts of funny and weird novelty kind of records. And that's why I heard people like Frank Zappa and Spike Jones and Stan Freberg, people like that. And I thought, hey, I'll send in my own songs to the show. So I recorded some songs with just me and my accordion in my bedroom on a tiny little cassette tape recorder. And I sent those tapes into Dr. Demento, and for some odd reason, he played them on his radio show. So that was the first time I ever got airplay. And the songs were horrible. I mean, they were really, really bad, but he thought they were different enough that he felt like encouraging me, and by the time I had graduated from college, I actually had a couple nationally released records.
That certainly turned your college career upside down.
Yeah, I got my degree in architecture, but then I decided it was more fun to just make funny music.
Yeah, and you do that so well. Hey, I got a question. A couple of my coworkers asked me a couple questions to ask you. For instance, nowadays you've been doing this for so long. Do you find yourself parodying songs or even commercials that you're casually on the radio just driving down the road even after all these years?
Well, it doesn't happen automatically. I'm a big fan of pop music, and I can certainly listen to the radio without going, how can I screw this one up? So it's more of a proactive thing. Whenever I'm like really trying to write a song parody, I'll kind of put that head on, but it doesn't happen automatically or naturally.
Do you have a favorite of any of your parodies?
I get asked that a lot, and I can't really give you an honest answer, but usually I pick White and Nerdy just because that's probably my most autobiographical song. I didn't have to do a whole lot of research for that one.
And I guess the other question is, because you've had all these various songs that you've parodied and your original work as well, I guess the other question is, are there any musicians you would not ever parody for, songs from, and why would that be if you do have any?
I like to say no. I mean, I think that nobody is above or beyond being parodied. I think everybody should be able to take a joke. I don't think that anybody is so sacred, and there may be exceptions. I mean, you may not want to parody somebody who's just gone through a personal tragedy, or for a song that is a benefit song. Well, even with Born This Way, I mean, I'm doing a Lady Gaga parody on the new album, and I felt a little weird about that because Lady Gaga's song is an empowering kind of gay rights anthem, and I was thinking, I don't know if I should really be doing a parody of this, and ultimately I decided that I would do it. But I'm donating my proceeds to the Human Rights Campaign, just because I kind of felt like that was my way of, compensating for the fact that I was like poking fun at this song.
Yeah. Now, I guess that leads me to my question. We can count on perhaps that Lady Gaga song when you're in Flagstaff, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. Putting the finishing touches on the video right now, so the video will be out in a week or two, and it's going to be pretty crazy. I think you'll like it.
Oh, looking forward to that. Now, this is going to be my very first Weird Al show experience. What can I and everybody look forward to when you're here in Flagstaff?
Well, make sure to bring plenty of protective vinyl covering for all the smashing watermelons. That's somebody else. Sorry.
Oops.
No, it's just a fun time. I should say there's no intermission, and the show is over 2 hours long, so it's probably best to void your bladder before showtime.
And you still have as much fun doing this nowadays as you did when you started out, right?
Absolutely, and the shows are getting bigger and better all the time, and I like to think I become a better performer with every tour. So, yeah, I don't foresee retiring anytime in the near future. I think people will let me know when it's time to stop, but I'm still having a great time.
Man, incredible to have you here in Flagstaff again. The other thing I didn't mention, you actually have 3 Grammy Awards, 4 gold records, 6 platinum records. You've had quite a career off of mostly making parodies, and then your original work teamed up with all that. You have over 100 pieces of work, right?
At least, yeah. The new album is my 13th studio album, so I guess you could do the math. But yeah, we're way into triple digits at this point.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for volunteering to come. I was going to say volunteering to come to Flagstaff, but no, I think they pay you. I think you are going to get paid to come here, right?
That'll be nice. That'll be a nice bonus.
Okay. Looking forward to you. And you're going to be at the amphitheater at Fort Tuthill. It's going to be a treat to see you this Thursday, Al.
Cool. Well, thank you, Eddie. Appreciate it.